Tonight's job is a fairly simple one, but I'm pretty tired, so it'll probably fight me a bit. But yeah, I'm quite excited to switch the indicators to LED units. I was being followed by a friend the other day who said that during the daytime he just could not see the 6-volt incandescent bulbs flashing. So for safety purposes I have decided to make the switch over to LED. The cost wasn't overly expensive. I think it was about, I want to say about £25-ish for the 4 bulbs and the rectifier unit, which I don't think is particularly bad. If the bulbs last and don't get flooded or anything, I should theoretically never have to change one ever again. So for a lifetime supply of light bulbs, that's pretty good. LED bulbs that I've ordered from Classic Car LEDs. A very helpful gentleman there by the name of Duncan helped me through a series of emails to choose the right bulbs. So I am going to fit those tonight, and I have a feeling we're going to have issues with them to start with, but we may have a solution to that. Anyway, I shall get on and fit these. Here's one of the bulbs in comparison to the original incandescent bulb. They do look a bit funky compared to the original bulbs. As you can see, there's a series of LEDs around the perimeter and 3 at the front. They have the same bayonet type fitting, so I shall just plug one in now. There we go, plugs straight in, no issues. Okay, so I fitted the other 3 bulbs and this last one. Now, if the system is as I suspect it is, they should not work properly. Okay, so they are faintly flashing on and off, and all of them are doing the same. They are, I think it's called sympathy flashing. It's where they all flash, all 4 together, and the reason being is because of the low resistance of the LEDs, everything runs through the lamp on the binnacle. So we have to put a bridge rectifier diode in the system. Luckily the chap at Classic Car LEDs Limited had forewarned me that this might be a problem, so for less than £8 I think I ordered this bridge rectifier, which has to sit between the lamp on the binnacle, the orange one that normally flashes up there, and the inputs to that lamp and to earth. So that will be tonight's job. This is the wiring diagram for the rectifier, for the fix kit as they call it. It's not strictly accurate, so don't worry about the indicators on the side here. What's important here is the telltale lamp, which is on the binnacle. There is a feed that comes into it from either direction depending on which way you're indicating. So the feed comes in through the lamp and then earths out that way, or it comes into the lamp this way and earths out that way. And this is a problem with LEDs because this system relies on the resistance of the incandescent bulbs in the indicators to create enough resistance to allow the outer lamps to light and for the telltale to light. But once you switch to LEDs, this is not possible. So this is a wiring diagram for the fix. As you can see, there are 2 cables going into the telltale lamp here. They have to be modified, and the rectifier, the diode rectifier, fitted into it. So effectively you see where you have 2 cables going, one in and one out this way. What we do is we take those 2 cables, the one in and one out, and we run it through the rectifier, which has a single output. And that single output is connected to one of the cables that goes into the lamp. That is a cut in the cable in both positions here and here. So only one of the cables is connected to the lamp. The other cable coming out of the lamp, and it doesn't matter which one you choose, goes to earth. The diodes stop current going back through them, so basically this way, whichever indicator side is providing power, it is fed up to the lamp and through to earth, but there's no way that the power can leak back through into it. It's a very simple, elegant design, and it works very well. So effectively, if you're watching this, and I'm rambling now, you cut these cables at a point that's suitable to you, you fit in the rectifier, the cable from the rectifier goes into the lamp, and the cable coming out of the lamp goes to earth. Simples. I've loosened the binnacle off so that I can get to the flasher lamp on the binnacle, so that I can identify which of these two cables I need to find in the headlight, so that I can cut into them. I loathe doing that, but it's the only way I can get usable bright LED indicators. It's kind of a compromise I'm willing to make. That looks like orange and blue going in there, so I have to find those in the headlight bowl. Back into the bird's nest. I have spliced into the telltale lamp on the binnacle, so I've cut through these orange wire, cut it into two, this blue one here, and there's another blue one lurking in there somewhere, tucked down here. So now, also I have connected an earth cable which runs to the earth loom there, so I've patched that into another cable running from the horn into the earth system. Now all I have to do is fit the bridge rectifier circuit, so that should just plug into its relevant space. Okay, so that's the rectifier plugged in. We have got the actual diodes here, we've got the two input feeds coming in here, we've got the single feed out the diode going to one of the lamp cables, and the other lamp cable is running to earth. So theoretically, providing our flash unit is compatible, which I think it is, it's a solid state one, not a hot wire system, this should work, or not. So, ignition on, check. Oh yes, get in there, look how bright that is. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's try the other side. Oh wow. You can actually see them. Oh, I'm chuffed to bits with that. That is so bright. Compared to the standard ones. Clean, bright light. Fantastic. Going back to the connectors here, I'm not a huge fan of this style of spade connector. I mean, it's easy. I mean, you don't need to solder, and for the time being I will run it like this. However, if it proves to be reliable, then I will make those permanent solder points. However, as the bike is going to come to bits for powder coating and painting and all the rest of it at some point, I shall leave it in its temporary state for now. I can't recommend classic car LEDs enough. They were really helpful in foreseeing this problem before I even knew it existed, and for generally being very, very good. Their customer services was excellent, and what can I say really? I mean, I emailed them at 6:30 in the evening with a query and got a reply within 10 minutes, and then within 20 minutes I had all the information I needed, and I ordered the parts I needed for this conversion. So very pleased with them indeed, very pleased indeed. So yeah, so I'm going to button this back up, and obviously the proof's in the pudding in riding, but I don't think I'll do that tonight. So yeah, really pleased.